everybody. It is me, Orpheus Hodzi, your beloved Greek poet, musician, reborn and brought into the modern age. How's everyone doing? I am joined today by two very lovely people, Chiro Chioni
Oh, hey, bro.
and Caesar Volpe.
Hello, Governor. Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, gosh. Hold up, I'm noticing my model is acting a little wonky. Let me quickly.
Oh?
No, you usually look like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Adorable. Adorable is what I meant.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
goodness.
Caesar
I'm
woke
just-
up and chose violence today, I see.
I meant
just gonna-
adorable.
Sure.
I'm just gonna go.
Aw, no.
All right. So today is a very special day in our charity event because one, I get to have two of my favorite people. And I'm very, very excited for that. But two, we're gonna be back in World of Darkness, everybody. I'm so excited. Where's the hydration button? There is none. You don't get that.
Yeah, that's what I asked too, Blade.
So we are going to be taking a step back into some of our beloved characters from the campaign. For those who are new to this, we started a campaign a couple months back and it fell through the cracks because we had a bunch of stuff happen and then everyone got busy. Not gonna go into it, but our two returning characters, Irene Wilford and Lazarus Moore. We got to know a little bit about them, but today we're going to experience the day leading up to their transformation into changelings. So real quick, I'm going to throw this specific question to Irene. I did the same thing I did during your session 0, which was I looked up a bunch of old-timey quotes.
Oh, Lord.
So my question is, do you want me to just translate all of that to modern English, or do you want me to actually have the tone set?
Whatever is easiest on you, honestly.
Okay. I wanted to surprise you with it, but I was like, well, I do want this to be moderately intelligible.
I mean, I understand that for the bit itself, but I don't know how well I would also be able to what is the term I'm looking for? To be able to understand it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I am not going to lie. I reread it earlier and I was like, I wrote this and I don't know what half this means. So if there's ever any confusion, just let me know and we will fix it.
Of course.
And then Lazarus,
Yeah, what's up? It's me.
you have a flaw, specifically. That leg.
Yes.
Once we get to your part of the session, you will not have that flaw.
I assumed I wouldn't.
I mean,
My-
you know, just in case.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All right.
It makes a lot of sense.
For the most part.
Real quick, I'm going to put you, because it's been so long, we're going to do a quick practice roll. So,
Awesome.
let's say, for the sake of argument, you two are both currently investigating a abandoned room. Irene, you are going to be our investigator for this particular instance. So what I want you to
Okay.
make me is I want you to give me a wits and investigation roll.
Oh god. How does one do? Hang on.
So in case you have forgotten, it's going to be D10, and for every dot you have, you're going to make that one dice.
Okay, so for every dot that I have in wits and investigation.
Yes.
Oh, where's my investigation?
It should be in the mental.
So that is 4 dice. So that is 4 d10s.
Yes.
Okay,
do.
so
You're now
D10 and 4. Like that?
Yes, excellent. So I don't know if you remember this, but the
Oh,
goal
no.
is to get 8s. You're going to try to hit 8s, and if you hit a 10, you re-roll it. But if you hit a 1, that subtracts from the overall score. So right now you have,
8.
well, you have one
The
success,
10 that is.
one failure, or one critical failure, and a second critical failure. So technically, you would have a -1. That would be a critical fail on this roll. But you can
Oh,
re-roll
God.
that 10.
I mean, that is true. So would I just roll 1 then?
Yes. Roll 1d10. and if you get another 10, yeah, just keep
okay,
going.
okay. I was about to say, don't tell me it's gonna do like the first game. Oh my god, that was so funny the last time that happened.
I know, it was so good. So all in all, you got 1 success. So you would have found something in this room.
Something. Not exactly what I would want, but it's something at least.
Yeah. So let's say for the sake of arguments that you found a small child huddled in the corner and they're terrified. So
This is the vampire vibes all over again.
Very specific.
So let's say for whatever reason Lazarus feels, that he should get involved in this. So Lazarus, let's say you want to calm this child down. You would roll a presence and a empathy check.
Okay. So I need an 8.
Yep, you need an 8. And if you don't have anything in that dot, that means that you subtract a die from your die pool.
Okay.
Hey!
So I rolled a
Nice.
if you put an exclamation point at the end of when you're rolling, if you're typing it out, it will automatically re-roll, add a new dice if you roll a 10.
Oh.
So there we go.
I did not know that. That's really useful.
I use Roll20 a lot.
Ah.
Goes to show, considering.
All right,
So I roll, since I only have 2 in presence, 2 dots in presence, and 0 in empathy, I was only supposed to roll 1 dice, but crit.
Thank you, Caesar, for letting everyone know. I should show everyone's character sheets, but I'm gonna hold off on that because I didn't prepare it beforehand. I will do that at the end if anyone wants to see Irene and Lazarus's character sheets and see what they have.
Mm-hmm.
But are you guys feeling comfortable?
Yes.
You
I
are?
believe so. Yes.
All right. In that case, let us begin.
We're dead.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
The end.
All right. So, all right, I lost. So, we open on the night that our changelings arrived once more into the thinning areas of the hedge.
Gosh.
Bodies being bruised and torn bloody by the thorns of the hedge, escaped from Arcadia. This is the history largely forgotten by our changeling. The nightmares that haunt them, they sleep in. Fast forward slightly to a sickened, decayed form of Irene. Her porcelain skin and cracked visage giving way to a copious amount of sweat as fever has set in from her prolonged exposure to the wiles of fairyland. Her body aches, her form shivers, and the fits and spasms that she endures gives way to faint moments of consciousness where she wishes she had remained with her former master. A wish that she hates to admit. Menagerie of shadowed faces, blurred by dim light and sweat, step closer to look over her from the bed that she feels herself in. We ain't all what? Beaver wipes words and the meaning behind the word away. Any hint, anything deeper behind, gone. Bits of sickness and pitiable sways of mind and body on the brink of chaos. Even so, there is a relief in these fitting moments of consciousness, and the fear sets in as the world begins to dim, as the mind can no longer hold out for Irene. There's no choice anymore. Herself are. The dreams come once more. Terror, her memory, endure. Her life that she held within the wildlands are no more. These are memories that are locked away, and there is a level of... What does come, however, far, far worse. Dream of a time that in itself is a time when she was not at the behest of a master fickle and cruel. A time when she was she and she had purpose. A time when Irene Wilford was Irene. Jostling of the carriage wait. Look up to see her mother, reading her favorite book, Oliver Twist. You see that she is doing what she had done for you when you were a child, and is reading it to your younger brother who is long since fallen. Your mother looks up. Coy smile on her lips, before looking back down to her book. Good afternoon, my darling daughter. Pardon my speech, but I thought you'd hit your head as much rest as you've gotten on this trip into town. If that giggle mug you had didn't put butter upon bacon, I may very well have scolded you on your awakening.
I'm sorry, Mother. It's so sweet watching you read to him. Even though he's already fallen asleep.
Well, you know how he can be. Quite the handful. Mad as hops, even.
That's very true.
You see, she places the book within her purse before reaching over to stroke the hair of your younger brother, Oliver, gently smiling as she looks up to him. Then again, I know you, my dear daughter, and I know you take the egg when it comes to his muffing up. I trust you to handle him yet.
Of course, Mother. I can do that.
My darling daughter, thank you. I promise we shan't be in town for very long. Just need to grab a few things and we'll be on our way home.
Of course. Of course. No, I understand.
Such a good girl. You look out the window to see the budding city of New York. Several story-high buildings stand tall in the horizon line as a trolley car passes on your stagecoach. Passes your stagecoach on the left-hand side. I'm sorry, I've totally lost her right then.
It's okay.
The smell of coal, gas, and the scent of rubber is heavy in the air as you see an abundance of carriages gliding on the steel rails of the streets of New York pass you by. Brand new automobiles that have been taking to the streets have been slowly gaining more traction, but still a horse-drawn carriage is the most easily done in these kind of trains. Your mother looks outside and sighs slightly. I wonder what your brother is doing. I know he'll do a bang-up job, but be tousled at my worry, but I do still feel rather concerned. Schooling is not so easy in these, especially in a physician's field.
be all right. He has his wits about him, and he's very clever at that too.
Well, he is his father's child.
As
And
are we all.
I agree. Oh, and it's at this point your younger brother awakens, rubbing sleep from his eyes. Oliver Wilford stretches his legs slightly in the carriage, stretching them, almost kicking you as he does so, before just swinging them back and forth playfully, as a child does.
Mm-hmm.
In a few minutes, he goes from barely awake, still groggily just swaying side to side, to looking out the carriage and commenting on everything he's pulling you over to look at. The new toy shop that has opened up, or the new sweet or confectionery that has grabbed his attention on the street. After several minutes, the carriage comes to a stop as you, your mother, and brother leave the carriage and begin to walk the streets of New York. Give me a perception check as your mother is currently buying groceries and bolts of fabric.
Perception. Where are you? Oh god, where is my perception?
Oh, so it is a wits and I need its composure. Wits and composure.
Okay, I was about to say, wait, is there a perception thing? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you.
So that is another 4. Oh.
Oh.
Well, what do you know? Guess I can roll.
Yep.
I was about to say roll that 10.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's
Stro, calm down. It's just a perception check.
No, I gotta look for the swing shot, my brother. He must be fed.
so that's 1, 2, 3 total successes.
Oh, crying.
Okay, well. Wow. Calm down, Shiro.
No.
We're just starting.
Have at thee.
You watch as your mother is buying groceries and currently is looking over these bolts of different types of fabrics, some wool, some cotton. You see that your brother had been holding on to her hand before slowly letting go while she was buying majority of what she needed to cook for today. And you look away for a brief moment before glancing back, and he's gone, but you watch him. You have a keen sight on him as he goes to talk to another child round about his age, maybe about 8, whereas your brother is about 6. And you see he looks over at you and he puts one finger up to his lips and he just glares at you and it's like, please do not tell on me. He continues to talk for a few moments, and you notice that he sneaks this little silver coin from inside of his striped shirt and hands it to the other kid. And it's a collection of, he gets 2 or 3 pieces of candy, as well as you see something else as he turns to go towards you. Tries to sneak it with his other hand, but his friend hands him another thing that he couldn't quite make out. And he slowly comes walking back up to you and your mother.
I didn't know you had a friend out in town today.
Yes, they are my beloved friend William. They've been living on the streets for a short while. And I guess you saw all of that, did. Please don't tell Mom I got candy.
What else did you get, Oliver? Because it wasn't just candy.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Promise. I swear most solemnly.
Okay. Just this once, alright?
Thank you, Sister Dick.
Mm-hmm.
And as you two are walking, you see this one older kid who, your brother is not paying attention at all, and he bumps into this kid and wheels around, starts trying to harass your younger brother. It is at this point that you see an older man kind of walk up and stand behind your brother, and he glares down at this younger kid. This person, after you turn and you fully notice it, you recognize him as auburn red hair, squinting emerald eyes of this slightly older man, as your eldest brother, Victor Wilford, glares down at this older kid and gives him a stern talk before he ends up running away, leaving the three Wilford children together in the middle of the streets.
Victor?
Oh, Irene. Dear sister. Afternoon. It's at this point Oliver turns around with a big smile and he says, "Well, Victor! I'm so happy to see you. I thought you'd be at your dormitory." That's why, yes, I had some shopping I needed to do. He holds up a small bag where he has some vegetables and a thing of dried meat, as well as in his other hand he seems to have a few books that he needed to buy. Where's mother? I suppose that she is also...
She is. She is also purchasing groceries for dinner or supper this evening.
Well, I wish that I could attend, but unfortunately I have to continue to make sure that my home is fully stocked. After all, I'm going to be there for a few years, I suppose. And you see he kind of tosses his hair back slightly. Does so.
Brother, won't you come and say hello to Mother at least?
Be delighted. At this point, you three walk and end up finding your mother. She's still, she's currently looking at some buttons and things for, like that. She's looking for a few replacement parts for the spindle as the thread, as the needle has had problems recently. And she immediately turns around. Victor! My goodness, my dearest boy! And she runs up and she grabs him and they have a short embrace. And you, yeah. Everyone has a nice, relaxing time of being reintroduced and talking about how's school going, how's the move been, all these different things. Is there anything you would like to do, Irene, while you're in town currently?
I would probably look at the newer fabrics to see what is in fashion these days, I suppose.
Okay. You end up taking a look, and there's a lot of silk is becoming a much more easily accessible thing at this point, and still very pricey, but able to the prices have definitely come down over the past like decade or so, and that's you've ended up like being able to work on a couple of more pricier, more riskier projects here and there, and it's always ended up doing really well for you and your mom in terms of selling and going to market. There's a couple of things of this material called denim. Still very new, still very recent, not entirely certain if it's going to pan out, so to say.
Which is a very interesting material.
Yeah, and
I may have to try to make something. I have to try to make something with this at some point, but for now, I'll leave it alone.
After a brief moment of checking to see what you want and what you end up wanting to buy and things like that, your mother ends up calling for a new carriage to guide you home, and after a short ride, you find yourself within the familiar dark oak paneling of your family's luxury apartment. So as you walk into your luxury apartment, gaslight, smoky aroma due to your father's own bad vices, as he. Sorry, I'm missing a sound. A sound should be here, and it is not here. There we go.
The
Got it.
Victrola. All reliable.
That
Bertha, as we
Victrola.
call her.
Yeah. The familiar sound of Bertha continues to play throughout the apartment as you put in a disc for you to listen to as you begin your chores and you begin to dress the apartment for your father's return. And it is at this point that the entirety of your visions have a slight shift as your vision goes dark, and it's then that you awaken. Give me another perception check if you.
They're 4.
Oh my god.
Okay. It wasn't another roll up for a 10. I was waiting.
Hey, we got one success though. That's pretty good.
At least it's something.
Yeah.
Would be nice for more.
So, as you are get my sound effect. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Alright. So, as you are laying in your bed, waken, you imagine it's somewhere around the lines of 11:30. And you end up hearing the sounds of your youngest brother, Oliver, laughing. You know he should not be up this late, but more so troubling than that is the fact that you and your youngest brother share a room, end up hearing the door open as he gently bedroom door and runs out living room.
It's late. I need to get up and get him. It's too late for him to be up. He'll wake everyone.
Okay. So you grab a shawl, you pull it over your night dress, and you end up doors tightly. And to make sure that you don't wake anybody, you close it very gently, and you begin to follow your brother out. You see that he's already taken out after he's already taken out and gone outside of the actual apartment. Give me one more perception check.
Ooh. Okay.
Need to double check.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look at that.
I know. It's nice.
So with 3 successes, you see that his shoes are not there, or his shoes are still there. But you see that your mother, while you were all out in town, she had mentioned wanting to go to the circus that was currently in town and being kept in Central Park. And you see that his ticket she had bought 3 tickets, one for you, one for her, one for Oliver. And his ticket has been swiped, gone.
The silly boy does not realize that the circus will not even be open at this time.
It's at this point.
Oliver, where are you?
It's at this point you hear further down the apartment the sound of the elevator door shutting and the sound of it slowly lowering. This old school turn of the century elevator slowly descending down the shaft. I think that's very fitting.
Yeah, I'm still not used to the elevators, but we'll take it.
Okay. As you call it back up, your brother is not in there. And as you proceed to follow him down, as you exit your apartment, clamber down into the street, see his striped pajamas retreating past a gas lamp just as you exit out into the darkness of Central Park.
Get back here! It is way too late for you.
You hear a
Circus
giggle.
will not be open.
You hear a giggle and no response. He just keeps running.
Oliver, you're gonna get us in trouble.
Do you follow
That's
after?
right. Yes, I do.
Okay. Once within the park and are currently chasing after Oliver, give me wits and survival. There is wits and survival shit.
So that's another 4. There seems to be a theme here. Oh, nice.
Shiro's theme song is the one where it's like, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Okay, so
Just do my best. I want to help my brother. He's out here beating me. No.
So you see Oliver at one point. It's almost strange because you think maybe it's the darkness playing a trick on you. Then you start to see this mist. And at one point he's behind this tree. And then you see him on the clear other side of the park to your right. You see him go past the tree on your left, and then all of a sudden from the right side he just runs past you the other way, but you end up slowly being able to piece together where he's slowly going. And you hear him, he's laughing the whole time. You can tell that this is the same mischievous laugh you've heard ever since he was a baby. And you just hear it.
Oliver, come on. You
No.
can wait until tomorrow.
No.
You gotta be patient. Mother will be so upset if you leave without her.
Dear
Come on.
sister, wouldn't you like to play?
We can play tomorrow when there's daylight.
I want to play now. How about hide and seek?
No, Oliver, it is too late to be playing hide and seek.
Over
Let's go back.
here.
Oliver.
Continue to chase him through the tree. Out of breath, you find him sitting in front of the lake in the very center of Central. His back turned to you as he fidgets with this large top hat that he seems to have found.
Where'd you get that from? Did you steal that from someone?
Well, the ringleader of the circus brought it to me, dear sister. In fact, it would
What?
seem you've done a bang-up job in tracking me. Bravo, I say, bravo! And he holds his hands high into the sky as he does so.
Sure. You're not making any sense. We haven't even gone to the circus for you to see the ringleader.
But he's here, don't you see him?
See who?
The ringleader.
Oliver, what are you talking about?
Well, we bought the tickets, don't you know? In fact, and he goes into the hat and pulls out this small ticket that shows the picture of a large man with heavy weights and a tiger in a cage. We already bought the tickets for it.
Oliver, how did you stop this mischief at once? We need to be going back home.
I haven't even shown you my magic trick.
Can't
Watch
it wait
this.
until we get...
And you see all of a sudden, he takes this top hat and he taps it twice with his hand on, once on the part where the head, you actually put it on, and then twice on the bottom. And then he flips the hat over, and the head of a rabbit falls out and bounces across the stones of Central.
Oh my god.
And he kind of cocks his head and he says, "Rain, where's the rest?" And then you see he starts kind of looking inside the hat. And then he finally says, "Oh, there it is." And he reaches in deeper in the hat itself. You see his whole arm goes in as you hear a sickening squelch. And he pulls out this long strand of horror and fur before dropping it to the floor with a... He smothers the gore across his face as he laughs. And he says, "Why, the circus is full of magic and mischief, my sister." Then again, and you see he slowly puts on this large top hat, bigger than his head, but it slowly begins to sit very firmly. "You are not just my sister, are you?" And as he does this, his body begins to twist and elongate. His skin goes the sickening, dull, pale gray, and with the popping of sinew and bone, stands above you now. Opens up his shirt to show the small cane that he clicks into a full-sized adult.
What have you done with my brother?
Roll initiative.
Oh god. Oh god. Where is the initiative?
I'm double checking it right now, actually. It is dexterity and composure.
Dexterity and 4 again.
Wait. Wait, no, there's something else.
What?
Dexterity.
You guys in chat, I can't.
What's Chad doing? I didn't even...
Red is telling me to beat him.
Alright, so what you're going to do, you're going to roll a d10 and then add your initiative mod, which is going to be your dexterity and composure.
So just roll a regular d10?
Yes, d10.
And then the... Oh no.
Okay.
That was not a win. Kick them in their chips? What?
Oh, wait. I typed that in wrong. I'm just gonna do this to eat. I know there's a bot on this site. Let me quickly go to this.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Alright, I know my number.
Oh god. Alright.
So Shiwa, what did you get on initiative?
So it was it's the first 1d10 and then the combined?
Yes. So 1d10 plus your dexterity plus
15.
With an initiative score of 20. The ringmaster is going to be going first.
He is.
So first things first, you see this fog thicken and expand over the entirety of the area. And you hear this small, he pulls his cane up towards him, and you hear the small twist and turn of a knob as you see this long, shining blade in the moonlight slowly extend its cane as he flicks it towards you and says, "You are my key back towards my homeland."
Talking about, monster?
He runs towards you. It's now your go.
Oh god, and I am going to roll to run, honestly. It's like I'm a simple Victorian woman who is trying to go and find her brother. It's not as if I would have came out prepared or anything.
No. These are very fair points. So your speed is strength plus dexterity plus 5. For you, I believe.
Strength and dexterity is 4. It's the 4 d10s again. That seems to be a common theme.
Oh no. It's like it's a number on the sheet. It says that your speed is 9 from when we last did all that.
Huh?
But a runaway. I do like a runaway. Runaway. I'm cool with this. All right,
she does best.
So he is going to be rolling with. Actually, no. I'm going to do it.
7.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so 3 successes versus 1, 2. Okay, so with 2 successes versus 3 successes. So as you are running away from this man, as he chases after you, you can just feel he is slowly gaining on you as he chases after you. So this is going to be his go round now.
Oh Lord.
He takes this long shining blade and he swipes out towards you. So you are going to do a defense roll. So your defense is 3, so you're going to roll 3d10.
Okay. Okay, there it goes. Wow.
1, 2, 3. So we're going to one success. Okay. So as he goes to swipe at you, you see this large tree branch, and he is a tall man. So you quickly duck around the tree, and he's not even thinking about his size against your frame. He stabs into this tree branch and sinks a good 3 or 4 inches into it before pulling his blade out and giving a small chuckle. You can run all you wish, my dear, but you will not escape. It seems the tides have turned, and now it is I who are the seeker in our game. Chase. It is now your go.
Oh God. Maybe if I can make it to a police. Someone save me.
So if you're trying to make it out of the Central Park, I'm going to need you to roll a wits and yes, wits and survival.
It's another 4, boys.
You get so many 4s. Oh, good.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, please.
The emotional journey I went on that. Emotional journey. Okay, Irene.
In the arms of the angel.
Irene, with one success, you're making headway. You are running, you're looking around. This fog is unnaturally thick, and especially for it to be, it's only close to maybe midnight, maybe a couple minutes past that. There is no reason why this fog should be rolling in as hard as it is. And then you think back to that horrible sight of Oliver twisting and turning and popping, and you know deep down there is something wrong with this.
Day before it was a monster. And I stand by that statement.
Yeah. At this point, you hear the sound of this large tree branch getting pushed to the side and almost ripped off the tree as this large, thin man turns and grins at you. I thought you, my dear. And he goes to swing at you again. So roll the same as last go around. Roll 3d10.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, I see that.
So, okay, you take. This is the first time anyone's been damaged. Oh, wow. You take 5 lethal damage. So, this is how this works. So if you go to your sheet,
Uh-huh.
there are those boxes underneath it.
Yes.
We are going to put. Oh, this PDF doesn't really work.
Yeah, I can't click on any of these.
Okay. Well, let me double check. Okay, 1, 5. That is gonna. Okay. So, the way this works is health is weird in the kind of game, but I know how
Okay.
it. I will look at and I will tell you what happens. I'm gonna have to figure out a system on how we can work with that.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad we're doing this in a one-off session, because now I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, now I can fix this. I can fix this another time. I find it.
I still can't get over Red and Caesar's comments.
I know. I was rereading some of them, and I was like, of course, Red's like just suplex your little brother.
Yeah.
Very on brand.
It's Irene with the steel chair.
Like,
You know
I have
what?
to participate somehow.
No, you know what? I'm pinning that.
Do it, yeah.
I'll unpin it whenever it's Caesar's turn, or unless something else really funny is said.
Okay, so what happens is all of your die rolls currently, they're going to be done with a -3 penalty. So every single die roll, no matter what it is, you're going to be rolling with a -3.
Oh no.
All right then. So you see he sinks down on you, and he slashes you horrifically down the center of your chest, leaving this large sword slash straight up and down. And you can feel your lifeblood pouring out into the grassy greens of Central Park. As you stumble for a brief moment, you can feel yourself, your breath, getting caught in your chest as you try to crawl away anything. You have to get home. You have to make sure your little brother is safe. You have to get to someone. What do you do?
I continued to crawl out. I gotta get away.
So, you start crawling. You're slowly, you could feel it. You're trying your hardest not to pass out. And it's at this point you hear the sword sheath and the twist and turn of a knob as he slowly puts his cane away. And you hear, I have sought you and I have won our little idea. Unfortunately for you, he grabs your leg. Give me a... Let me double this roll. Give me a strength, and you're gonna be in the negative. Give me a 1d10 roll, and we will see what happens.
God.
Let's just see. Oh! He grabs your leg and he pulls you close, and you take this time, you're not even paying attention. You flail and you kick him in the face, and he drops you for a brief moment. You get one last chance.
Holy
One final
cow.
moment to run away. As you hear the bone as it clicks over to the side, and you hear him. He grasps both sides of his jaw and cracks it back into place.
No. We gotta go. We gotta go now.
Alright, so are you going to... Do you want to do another roll to try to run out?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a strength and dexterity roll. Remember the -3.
Oh god, that means I only have the one again. That's just the last. Please. Oh,
Oh! So from the mist... Hey, hold up. I could still... It's very unlikely. Still a critical fail on his behalf. Yep, so... Despite everything, Irene, you run and you sprint, and it's at this point you're not even paying attention. You turn around to make sure that this creature, this monstrosity of nature, whatever it is not chasing you, and you stumble into like the stone pavilion. Not pavilion.
pavement.
Yeah, the stone wall. That's what I was thinking of. The stone wall of the exit way to the streets of New York. But the streets are completely dark. You cannot see. You hear, however, down the street is a bar. There's no neon sign. That should not... You do not hear that, but you do hear the sound of a small crowd of people. As you see this large creature come sprinting towards you. And we are going to do, once more, a strength and athletics check.
So
As
it's just
he
another
goes to
one.
wham you.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh, one success to one success. Okay. Let's see if you can roll.
Could. Oh,
2 successes.
holy cow.
This creature grabs at you, and you swing your hand wildly and manage to fall backwards into the actual streets of New York. Does continue to bear down on you, and you have One more go.
Sure.
I think at this point he's going to start.
Jesus Christ. Why am I getting all these tens?
Alright, let's see if he can keep you here.
Oh god. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
Those do not count on those kind of rules. It's a D10 rule. Oh wait, yeah. So it would have been 2. Ah well. I'm still trying to remember everything.
Oh no, you're fine.
So he had 3 successes. Or no, 2 successes. You have 1 success. Give me one more roll on that D10. Okay, so you don't go any further. You're now clawing at the pavement of New York as he slowly grabs your legs, pulls you backwards. It's at this point he is going to make one. He is going to take his cane. He's tired of playing with it. He's tired of playing with his food. He goes to crack you over the head with the blunt edge of it, or the blunt stick part of it.
Uh-huh.
Need to quickly double check something.
He has a particular set of skills.
One he has accumulated over many a day.
Exactly.
Okay. You see this glitter of silver wash over him for a moment as he does something. You're not entirely certain what. But we are going to roll 3d10.
Okay. Oh my god.
One of these is a guaranteed 3. Okay, so half. So you have 1 hit point remaining. Give me a. Give me a stamina roll. So 1d10. Operating with -3. Ah. So, clawing, desperate, reaching towards anything that would help you escape, you finally, one final crack! As Irene, your head slams against the pavement. Everything goes dark. And then all we hear is the sound of far down the street, slowly going further and further away as Irene is dragged out and in darkness. I'm sorry, Irene, but this happened on the night that you.
Father? Anyone?
As we leave, Irene, just as badly scraped, bloodied, but not as fitful, a fevered mind, Lazarus Ward.
Oh shit.
Done, Birch.
Good job, Shiwo. You did so good. I was sitting here and I was like, I have to win. I technically have to win.
Getting so good too, and it's like, it's not fair.
You were doing so good. To
You
be
put
fair, though,
up-
Irene's our fighter. She will not go down.
You You did so well.
Oh, thank you.
Your acting was amazing too.
Ah, still getting there.
All right, Caesar. So, Deeper Volpe, or should I say Lazarus Bard.
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So, as we leave Irene, see just as badly scraped and bloodied, but not as fitful in his Lazarus Wolf. Your leg howls that you can tell you've been running on it for quite some time and are now paying the price. The pain is bearable because the rest of your body is just as racked in pain, spasms, as the leg is. Sickness you've been experiencing from your return, nowhere near as devastating as Irene, but still, you have spent the better part of the last hour in your hospital bed, or foothold of the changelings, desperately keeping yourself dreams. Because in the dreams, catch glimpses. You remember slivers, sure. But all that is nothing compared to the memories of the life that you lost. Mock you, a cascading flood of nightmare. Fight. Have getting a finger into the wound on your leg, blood pouring once more to stay awake. Anything but dreams, stay awake. But ultimately, you succumb to the fatigue as another changeling runs up to take care of the wound, and you fall backwards into the bed, slumber once more. You shift on your waterbed, thick plastic ceiling as you hear the sound of your infant son screaming, sound of and the smell, sorry, not sound. You can hear that cigarette smoke. The smell of cigarette smoke and wafts through the air as you hear the sound of food being prepared. You smell meat and hear the all too familiar voices of your, hesitantly, your partner, Malcolm Kane, loudly talking to your girlfriend, Linda. Look, lass, I'm not saying that you're wrong for wanting to get out of this shithole. I'm just saying that there's plenty of good work to be done around Harlem. We've got plenty of good stock to give out. Not to mention, I've my own little Armalite to keep your lad safe. You can trust me to look out for him. Nothing's gonna happen to Laz. Just let him continue the work he's been doing, lass. At this point, you hear Linda. I don't want that shit in my house, Malcolm. I told you time and time again, this is not the place. And you hear something fall in the kitchen as a pan goes clattering. Your son, your infant son, continues to scream louder and louder. She swears before walking back to the bedroom and takes off a flipper and throws it at you, hitting you in the back of your head as you try to drown out the noise. Wake up, Laz!
Like, sliding out of out from under the pillows that I'm covering my head with.
I know.
If I'm
You go first, Caesar.
Malcolm, this is my home. We don't talk about business here.
Look, lad, I'm just trying to tell her, like...
I shoot him a glare as I, like, sit up.
You see, he immediately just kind of, like, throws his hands up and he gives up. And he crosses his arms and continues to lean back, legs spread open, at the dining room table as he does a small wink, and he promises, and you know that is his way of being like, understood.
Like sits up, runs his hand through his hair, and like puts on anything to be as presentable as possible. Like throws on like his like classy shirt he usually wears.
You see Linda, she heightens her bathrobe that she was wearing. She had just gone out of the shower, and she leans against the door frame and she says, I need some help with Marcellus. And also, I'm sorry I threw a slipper at you. Malcolm has been really fucking annoying. I can't stand him.
As I finished preparing myself for this debacle, Laz walks up, kisses her on her cheek, and goes, "Don't worry, we're nearly out. 2 more jobs at max."
Okay, all right. Because at this point you hear Marcellus screaming his head off, and she says, "You go take care of Marcellus. Why you want it?" You see, she grabs your shirt, and she's smiling. She says, "Why you wanted to name him that? I swear." Gives you a kiss on the cheek, and then she leaves the bedroom and walks a little bit ahead of you into the kitchen.
I go see my son, the star of my eye.
You see, Marcellus is Malcolm currently has him, and he's trying to bounce him. Like, ooh, what's that? Oh, thank you for the gifted sub. You see, Marcellus is being bounced on a leg by Malcolm, who is now like trying not to look at Linda and just trying to like focus on Marcellus here. Oh, that's right, lad. Come on. It's your good Uncle Malcolm. You know me. And as you end up walking up, he says, "Please take this child." And he just holds him up, and he's like, "Please take him."
You're absolutely terrible with kids.
I know. I don't know why the fuck you want to have one. Jesus. Never having kids. At this point, you see he reaches into his. He's wearing khaki pants, dark brown khaki pants, and green floral button-up. And you see he reaches into a pocket on the button-up, and he pulls out a soft pack of Marlboro cigarettes, and he pulls one out. And he puts one in his mouth.
I like move Marcellus away from him as he starts to light it.
He doesn't even pay attention. He just. Fucking kids. I don't understand it.
You'll understand when you actually want to. He starts to think about bringing up the topic about like settling down again, but realizes he'll just like start another fight with him.
I was about to say, Malcolm like gives you this look of like, "Are we really gonna do this again, mate?" And then he like takes a few quick puffs before he grabs the ashtray that's on the table, and he flicks his ashes in, puts it roughly on the table, and says, "Ah, Lazarus, laughing dread. How are you doing this morning, by the way?" Now listen, I know you're not a fan of my particular brand of money gathering, so to say. And I know we've had our fair share of like, be doing these things, should we not be doing these things? But listen to me, mate. I've a big score coming. I promise you this. I have a big score coming. And I have a good omen.
A good omen. Did the
I,
Lord come to you in the night? What is this?
Lord, no, you know that lass I've been seeing, the one that does the thing we've talked. She's been having these dreams lately, and you know that dreams are powerful things, and I think that this is the big one for us, mate. I promise you. Now, I have someone who's interested in doing some business. We're not gonna go into the business. And he kind of looks at you and he looks at Linda. Linda's glaring at him the whole time, and he puts a hand up and he says, we're not gonna go into the business. But look, why don't you and I go take a look around the neighborhood? See what we can get into, aye? Trust me! It's gonna be a night you'll never forget.
A smile stretches across Laz's face as like you hear like the rumblings of his signature laugh in his throat as he like runs that the hand through his greasy hair and Marcellus has come down. I'll go.
Malcolm looks at you as you're running your hand through your hair and he says, I know that look. I know that look, mate. Yes! And you see he slowly stands up and he says, good man that. Linda, I promise you, I'll keep this man safe. You know you can trust me to do that much at least. Look at me. And at this point, Marcellus has slowly been calming down. You see that he's still a little fussy. You imagine it's because he hasn't eaten yet. You did have to change his diaper while Malcolm was going on his entire spiel, and that was a little annoying, but at the same time, he's a baby.
Malcolm's more annoying than a dirty diaper, to be honest.
Very fair, very true. So you guys eat breakfast with your girlfriend Linda. Malcolm is constantly talking the whole time about a number of different topics. Mainly he's talking about tarot card reading and how he supports the IRA and what they're currently doing in Ireland, and he says blimey folks in England. You know Malcolm, he's annoying, he's way too opinionated, and he's superstitious as all get out. The recipe for disaster you have learned over these past few years that you've been working. But when the going gets tough, you know he's got your back. As Marcellus settles in for a nap, what do you do?
I grab my coat, grab my usual going out things that a normal person in the what year is it? The 60s?
Yep.
Would take. And then I'd kiss Linda on the cheek again and be like, "Don't worry, I'll be back."
As you do, real quick, stretch, hydrate, do what you gotta do. As you do so, Linda grabs you and she gives you a full-on kiss on the lips. And she pulls back and she holds both sides of your cheek and she says, it's the last one, right? Promised. Last one.
I give her the most serious look this freak of a man can. It's the last one.
Okay. Go on, get out of my house. Do what you have to do. And as you turn around, she gives you a quick slap on the ass. And you get out, and you and Malcolm head out of the house. So I'm going to a swift roll to a few different things.
Nice weather we've been having, right, Malcolm?
It's not been too bad, to be honest, but I'm still more of a. I wish it was the same kind of weather that we'd be having in the Midwest. You know that they have fucking dastardly levels of heat some days in like Nevada and stuff like that. We've got to go one day. I'd
The
love
desert.
nothing more. Yeah, I'd love nothing more than to go with you to a casino or something. You know that they say, as at this point you see these two street cops end up walking towards you and Malcolm, and they say, "Sirs, we're on the lookout for suspicious activity on these streets. Have you two seen anything odd?"
I give them a smile. Not in this neighborhood, sir. But you could probably check somewhere else. I don't think you're really needed here.
Are you sure? Because we're well aware of the operations of the Kane Ward gang in the areas, and we'd just like to see some identification. Just a routine street check.
And just quickly, these look like the equivalent of beat cops, right?
Yes, these are basically just your standard run-of-the-mill police officer.
Oh, sure. Kane Ward gang, you say? Hmm. I go to like reach behind me for like something as I see what Malcolm's doing.
You see Malcolm is eyeballing you, and you see he's already like, he's cracked his knuckles slightly as he's been like kind of wearing up to see what you do first.
As I reach behind me, like I'm trying to grab my wallet from my back pocket, I'm just going to slam the front of my leg into his, like hitting him in like just below the knee to kind of make him like lower himself down a little.
Oh, okay. Do you mean the street cop?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's gonna be that. Let's go. Give me a strength and brawl roll.
Right. That's a 2. That's a 2. No.
Okay, so luckily, so now you go to kick this man below his shins, and you see he just flails out of the way. What are you doing? And the second one, you know what? I think that, well, no, Malcolm was waiting to see what you do, and he is a little bit more of a brawler, so he's going to roll. He misses as well, because of course he does.
Yeah, that's pretty normal for him.
Why don't you go on ahead and roll initiative?
You no longer have my negatives to initiative. This is great.
This is your chance. This is your chance, Lazarus Ward.
So it's a D10 plus my dex and composure, right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's a 13.
Okay, it's going to go you, the cops, then Malcolm. So
Okay.
one of these two cops, he stumbled backwards. You can see he's already reaching for like a nightstick. The one next to him is currently grabbing for a thing of pepper spray. What do you do?
So Lazarus is a guy who fights with a weapon most of the time. He usually his go-to is like a crowbar.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have that on him right now. Is there like something I can grab to just bash this guy with?
Give me a perception check. That's going to be your wits and
Composure. That's a 4. Sure, I rolled 4 is a lot. You rolled a 4 a
everyone gets
lot.
4.
God damn it. Shiro, I need you to share the dice. Share the luck, please.
There is nothing. These are the cleanest streets and the most drug-addled streets of New York you've ever seen, which is weird.
Maybe I can just take his. Can I grab the guy? Can I go to like bash with I'm just trying to punch him again. The guy who was reaching for his nightstick and then take his nightstick?
Ooh. Okay, how about you can either deal him damage or you can give me a strength and athletics check, and if succeed, you will grab his nightstick from him and knock him off balance. How about that?
Strength and athletics? Got you. That's a 4 again.
Here we go.
2 successes.
Yay! Alright, I'm just gonna roll to see if he can keep his strength, himself steady. He does not have that much. 1 success, but that's not enough. You, as he's reaching back, you grab his tie, pull him forward, and pull the nightstick from behind him and punch him in the chest and send him sprawling onto the ground. And that is going to be your go. The cop that you just did the super cool move to, he spends his turn getting up, while the other one, he finally pulls out this pepper spray, and he goes to spray... oh? Malcolm?
Yeah. That I expected.
Okay, Malcolm gets... Oh! Ah, so close, Malcolm. You see Malcolm, his mouth is frothing, and he goes to charge at this cop as you hear, "Get down on your knees!" And it just immediately pepper spray goes into Malcolm's face, and you hear, "God, you bloody shite!" And he goes sprawling on the floor. Is now your go again, Lazarus.
You came looking for Kane and Ward, and you don't even know what they fucking look like. I just twirl the cane in my hand, and I'm going to go. The guy who was like getting up from the ground, I'm going to go hit him into the chin.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'm cool with that. Give me a roll.
Strength and weaponry.
Yes, strength and weaponry, and then if you have proficiency or specialty in light weapons, you'll add...
I wrote it's sword. My specialty is sword play.
That's
Lazarus becomes really good with a sword in the other world.
That's right.
So it's 7 d10.
Yes.
So I didn't roll that yet.
Oh damn!
That is already exploding. So those 10s have already been re-rolled.
Gotcha. Oh my god, this street cop. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got 5. Oh, I got 4 because of the 1.
Okay, you deal 1 point of damage. As this street cop, he pulls his arms up, and you are wailing on this man, and like you're still getting in some good hits, but he's like blocking the worst of it. Despite the fact that this is just a normal standard beat cop, he's actually like, you're kind of impressed. He's taking a beating.
I like your moxie, kid.
Fuck you! And he's just screaming at you. 1 second. I'm looking for like a good, good battles.
Irene, let's run. Lazarus, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. I'm not stuck in here with him. He's stuck in here with me.
A cop in my neighborhood? Never.
This'll work. It'll work for me. Until I can find something better. Alright. So this street cop gets up and he just looks at you and he's got like a small bloody lip and he says, "Tired of your shit, get on the ground now!" And he goes to just swing at you. You're going to roll your stamina for defense.
So roll my stamina.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay. You see he comes at you with the sloppiest right hook ever, and you just parry it out the way. And you can see just the frustration, the anger on this man's face as the second cop goes to kick our Marcus while he's down. Oh god.
Oh. Marcus.
Okay. And Marcus will his defense. It doesn't matter. So Marcus, you can see this cop goes to kick him, and Malcolm grabs his leg and twists him, and he stumbles for a moment, unable to swing at Malcolm anymore. Malcolm doesn't. He gets up, and you see he's just spits, and his eyes are still bloodshot red. He's gonna have a small disadvantage on this, but he's still going to end up doing quite a bit of problem if he hits. 2 successes. Let's see if the cop can defend. That's right. Oh wow. They're playing the most pathetic game of a slap fight that you've ever seen. They're just like, you fucking shit, and nothing's going on. It's back to you, Lazarus.
As the cop like stands up with his bloody lip, Lazarus is going to like toss the cane in his hand, or the club.
Yeah.
I'll give you a chance. You can leave this fucker. I nudge my head to his partner.
Okay.
Or you can both leave. Or you can both die in an alley.
Okay. Let me.
I'm trying to intimidate him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Give me a presence and intimidation roll.
Okay. That's 5.
Oh shit! This could be it. Remember, so. Oh, we're not going to count that because I forgot to tell you this. Remember, you can also choose to spend a point of willpower and add 3 to your roll. I forgot to mention that earlier. I'm so sorry.
Was going to. I'll do that.
Okay. So you can add 3 dice. Oh, it's 8.
Did I just reroll the whole thing?
Yeah, just reroll the whole. Oh god, that's a critical fail.
I got to be cool in my session 0. I don't get to be cool now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. You say this, and the cop looks at you, and there's a brief moment you're like, he's gonna do it. They always fucking run. And then you just see he just goes at you with a quick left jab. Even though it's not his turn yet, he just goes for a quick jab. And he misses. You duck your head and you're like, what the fuck is with this cop?
You up for a promotion or something?
I am! I'm so close to becoming a sergeant! He's going to fight you. The other one's going to fight Malcolm. So whatever your stamina is, please roll it. Roll it up, roll it up. Oh!
Those, it's the first three, and then the exploded ones are after it, so...
Yes.
So those just ones don't count, right?
Yes. So that's 3 successes. You just duck out the way. Whereas... I'm not even going to roll. Let's see how Malcolm does. This is the saddest combat for him. You hear him, he's just like, oh, lads, I think that we should just fucking run. And you see he's just like ducking. He's trying to do, he's been watching a lot of boxing and he's a huge fan of, like, what's the name of the guy? He's doing the Dempsey roll. So whoever Dempsey is, I forget his first name, but he's just doing the Dempsey roll. Trying to get ready for that next big wind up.
I don't know boxing, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'll figure it out after stream.
It's a really cool technique. It's not important right now. Lazarus, what do you do, my friend?
Run? I look at him with like a crazed look in my eye.
You see, he just kind of looks at you and he just shrugs his shoulders like, I don't fucking know, man. These guys are crazy.
I raise the club and I'm going to just try to my best just to crack this guy the best I can.
All right. Give me a roll, my friend.
You roll 7 dice. Why can't I hit roll a 2?
This is just how this game is, dude. It happens every time. Oh my gosh.
That's a 0 again.
Okay, it doesn't matter. So the cop jumps backwards. He's like, just give up already. At this point, he's going to take a slug at you. His friend's going to take a slug at the other one. 3, 2. Oh. Okay, it doesn't matter. So 1 success, Lazarus, if you could.
Okay. Dude, what happened? Where'd it go?
Oh, let's see. This could be it. Someone could have a hit that connects.
I typed it, but nothing happened.
Oh, you just lagged out. Oh no.
I'm still being like hurt or something, right? Like it's not just.
Oh, you just pop back in. It may have been that you lagged out. Here, I'll roll for you. Nope, you succeed.
Good.
All right, and then let's roll the other cop.
I fire. I miss. I fire again. I miss both times.
Okay, the other cop lands a solid smack on Malcolm. You see Malcolm bites down. He grits his teeth, and he goes for the hit. Oh. And you see he solidly connects. Well, wait, I spoke too soon. He may have not. He does connect. He barely chips this guy into jaw, and you hear, he just like, this cop starts getting more and more fired up. Is now your turn, Laz.
I don't want to just throw another punch, but I'm also just a normal human who can't do funny shit. So I'm gonna just do the best I can, which is hit this guy with his own weapon again.
Okay. You can tell, like, even though you've only hit him like twice, he's not that. He doesn't have a very good physique, so he's not looking good.
That's a 3.
Oh. Oh, what happens here? Oh.
Screaming, crying, throwing up.
Okay, so 2. So 1, you did 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and you see now he has a bloody nose as you just wham, get him right in the center of the forehead, and the actual stick part bends his nose, and you hear a sickening as it pops his nose, and he now has a broken, bloody nose.
I want to like grab him as best I can and go, I gave you a chance to run away.
Oh, give me another presence and intimidation check. And the difficulty is gonna be lowered to 7.
So I need to roll a 7 or lower or higher?
Yes.
So 2.
Ooh, alright. You see as you let go of him, and he kinda like he grabs his nose and he's like being a sergeant's not worth this, man. And he just like turns and runs. And you see the other beat cop like looks over towards him and is like, Jenkins, what are you doing?
Oh, Jenkins is gone. It's you and us now.
Look, you are both under arrest, and I am going to need you both to get down on the ground. And he's
Tilt my head and just give him a smile. The kind of like sun always like on the other side of the street behind us.
Well, he spends his turn doing that, and you see Malcolm, he looks at you, looks at the cop, looks at the Ronin cop, and then he just like goes for a quick jab at the last remaining cop. Misses horribly. In fact, goes sprawling on the ground. Is now your go, Lazarus.
Take a look at this other cop. Marcus isn't a fighter, so not too much of one. How's he looking?
Malcolm has hit him like once, but he's actually done a little bit worse to Malcolm. He's partially blinded Malcolm. He has punched him in the chest at least once. Malcolm is not doing that great, whereas this cop is still doing fairly decent, but he's also just lost his partner. So he's weighing his option.
I'm going to like give like a baseball swing with the bat and try to like strike this guy in the side of the head.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
I can try that. Hey Shiro, can you blow on my dice? I feel like I need the help here.
Look to thee.
Okay. Whoa!
Oh wow.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 1 looks like it's in your normal die pool. I'm gonna not count that.
So it's 3.
Yep, so 3. He got 2, so he takes 1 point damage. As you see, he ducks slightly, but you still hear that it did collide with the top of his head, and you see he does he grabs the top of his head, and he's just immediately reeling from that head. At this point, he looks up towards you, and he is going to attempt to pepper spray you.
You can try.
So,
And
Caesar, odd or even?
always even.
He pepper sprays himself, dealing 1 point of damage. You see he says, "All right, punk, I've had enough of you," and he Oh, God! And he drops the pepper spray and he just goes down to his knees. He's like, my eyes! No! Malcolm stands up. He shakes the dust off. And he is going to just swing at him, missing horribly.
Does he get like a bonus because he's like on the ground? He's like blinded himself.
I'll say it's a -1 to the difficulty. So same as before, a 7 out of 10, and you'll have. But unfortunately, Malcolm, you know he's been going to the gym lately, but he's still like he's just not the best. He's a talker more than anything.
As I like push past Malcolm, I go, you know, this has actually brightened my day a little. Almost glad you came to see me this morning. As I like go to like just slam the club into the cop's chest on the ground.
Okay, go ahead. I'll say he also has a minus to his defense, because why not? I think it's fun.
So that's 1 success? No. That's none.
You see the cop, he does like, I'm gonna say this, like, he just curls into a ball and you miss, but he's pretty much done here. Like, he's not gonna be able to get back up for a little bit. Malcolm's a little bit tougher, so he was able to kind of shrug it off. But for the most part, this cop's done. Like, you could just walk away if you wanted.
I'm gonna grab his pepper spray and maybe his badge if I can. Like if he's wearing that like thing on his chest.
It's more like a wallet kind of scenario, so you can grab his badge. The pepper spray is out.
I'd like to grab his badge.
Gotcha. You grab the police officer's badge. And we're gonna call that there.
Wait, quickly, what neighborhood are we in?
You guys are in Harlem.
Welcome to Harlem, kid. And I walk away with Malcolm.
I lived here. I went to school here. You see, he's just like furiously rubbing at his eyes, and he's like, ah!
Clearly not.
The academy was right. Rubbing it just makes it worse. And he's just like, oh God, what? You slowly just hear him start to fade away, as you hear Malcolm like, he's also like, he has drool like coming down. He has snot pouring. He's like, this shit really does fucking suck.
Oh, suck it up, you baby.
You didn't get pepper sprayed. Ugh. You see, like, he's trying very hard not to scratch his eyes because he knows he's been pepper sprayed more than that cop. He knows not to do it. All right, so I'm going to do another secret rule. Over the next.
Oh, sorry.
No, you first.
I was going to make a joke, so I was just like, while the secret rule is happening, remember to take care of yourself. Go to the bathroom. Take a drink of water.
No,
stand up.
Don't
be shrimping.
I don't know if I agree with that last part, but
no, don't be sitting like a shrimp. You can sit all you want, Orphe.
No, that's not what I meant.
You can sip all you want, buddy.
It's a good time to stretch, guys.
It is a very good time to stretch. This is a good time to stretch.
Red.
I didn't even mention Red.
I get a shout out for Kenji in chat real quick. I get a shout out
for Kenji. No.
Actually, I did need to drink some water. My voice was starting to hurt.
This is why you should really keep up on your hydration.
See, it's funny because I'm specifically not drinking to get the graveliness of Ward's voice. Of Laz's voice.
I love Laz's. So good.
It is so good. Immaculate.
I smoked a pack a day since I was 8.
Since I was a babe.
Always watching, Malcolm. I'm always watching.
Oh, good.
Alrighty then. So, as you and Malcolm are once more walking about, you see that he is definitely now like you hear a sniffle every now and again. You hear, and you see he's actually bought like a thing of water that he's like cleaned his eyes out with. But it's at this point that you do finally make it to oh god, what am I? Hold up. A 19. Wait, where is it? No!
Murphy's spreadsheets of all the information, they're lost.
There it is, a 1965 Shelby. I'm so sorry, it took me a minute. You find his 1965 Shelby, a light blue, sitting next to a payphone. And Malcolm takes a look at you. Alright, lads, give me 1 minute, I gotta make a call. And after that, on our way. Slides open this payphone, he closes it behind him, and you look around, surveying this side of the city that you hold as your walk by, unaware that you have hurt, killed, climbed your way to the young parlor. Look back toward your partner in the payphone. There's a moment where your mind wandered back to where it almost felt like being a happy moment, family. Give me a wits and empathy.
Okay, am I empathetic? I forget. Nope. So that's 1 dice. 6. My lucky number.
So no successes. You see, he's still like, there is one moment where he does wipe his eye, and you see he punches the payphone as you can hear him like, ah! Inside the payphone, and he is. You see that he is shaking. He's excited, and he puts the phone up on the receiver harshly. And you see he turns towards you and arms up. He just screams inside, "Whoa!" And he slams the door open.
You peeked. I couldn't hear a thing you said.
Oh, he just basically goes like, "Whoa!" As he steps out and begins to run towards you, your vision goes dark. And are now Shelby.
In a car.
Blue leather seat squeaking under your jean as you grab the cigarette lighter from the console, sparking a cigarette while you and Malcolm lit Irish rovers on the way towards Winona State Forest. See, Malcolm stretches his neck and he says, "Well, turns out that some of our boys are going to be meeting us there last. We've a load of potential in this new deal. He mainly just wants to talk to him. And if he likes what he sees, we're rich. All the money we could possibly ask for, me. Here's the thing, though. You can get out of this life if you want. But you know you're more than welcome to continue it. We'll figure some way out of dealing with them. We can figure out the drugs, alright? I promise you that. We can come to a conclusion on that, but I'm telling you, you do not want to get out of this.
I put the cigarette, I kind of like take a long hit of the cigarette and just... You know, we've been over this. I'm settling down. It's time to be can't be beating up cops, dealing chokes on the word. I'm done. No matter how much it makes me happy.
All right then. You can get out of this life. As for me, I'll continue to make the gang strong. You've my word on that, mate. Just like we've always wanted. And he, unless you want to say anything to him, he doesn't talk for the rest of the trip up.
I just kind of like lean back in the chair, kind of like watch the we're in a national park, right? So I watch the trees go by.
Yep. You see the trees all, it's now turning into a trip from here to New York is long, just in modern day standards. So especially like in 19th vehicles, like it does take a while. It's now like turning nighttime. And by the time you finally reach there, it is completely black. You can hear the sounds of thunder as it that there could be a storm coming is very much. And as you and Malcolm step out, he throws you a flashlight and he clicks it on, and he said he clicks on his own. Well, this is proper fucking spooky.
As he like tosses me the flashlight, I like put it in my back pocket and like grab my crowbar just in case.
Yeah, he keeps one in the trunk for you, and you grab it out.
Don't be a wuss.
I'm not a wuss. It's creepy, and he wants us to meet him at a cemetery of all places nearby.
It's just for shock factor.
We
did very similar things when we started out, don't you remember?
I know, but that's the thing. I don't know who this guy is, but he's not exactly small time. He's... I don't...
And Irene.
I heard that their family was quite rich back in the day. This is a little bit awkward. Now look, I'm not entirely certain what we're going to be finding in here. Some of our boys should be there to meet us, so... Just... I know I said I had a good feeling, but... cemeteries are spooky things.
You're so superstitious.
I cannot help myself. Look, this is why I said we should continue to deal with that print... Enough of that. Let's just get moving. At this point.
At him as he keeps trying to bring up the prints.
Yeah. So you just push away from him. Give me a wits and survival check.
Wits and survival. Okay. That's a 4. An Irene 4. Okay.
Come on, Irene. Yes, you. Hey. So 2 successes. You end up walking for a short while. The whole time Malcolm is kind of... He's not exactly... He's trying not to show that he's afraid, but he definitely at one point you do feel him like shift behind you, kind of look around unsteadily. And it is at this point that you and Malcolm both end up walking. As you look around in this almost forgotten portion of the cemetery that hasn't been maintained in a while, you see a small bit of red liquid on one of the stones.
That like rumbling laugh like starts to like begin in Laz's throat as he's like getting almost excited this might actually already have gone south.
You immediately feel like a hard shove in your back right shoulder as you hear Malcolm, "Quit fucking doing that! This is spooky!" Oh god. What the fuck is that? Caesar,
Ye's my name.
what would you like to do?
I'll hoist the crowbar to my shoulder, kind of like, and stride forward with confidence. This is just an intimidation tactic. We've been over this.
As you say that, your flashlight, you continue to wave it back and like and the horizon, and you see a hand plopped out from behind one, two.
Or maybe not. You vetted these guys before we came here, right? I say as I raise the crowbar in front of me.
Of course I did. I got it from all of my standard people. Like I did. This should be a legitimate gig. As you turn the tombstone, you see that it is one of the members of the Kane board game. And you see Malcolm gets down and he says, "Christ." And you see he immediately kind of goes into his shirt, and you see he has like 3 or 4 different pendants. He has like Saint Christopher, he has an actual crucifix. He just kind of grabs at all of them, and he's just like silently like, "Fuck no, 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 no."
I'm snapping into action. I scan around looking for whatever did this, or if there are other people around.
Perception check. Wits and double check. Wits and composure.
Okay, that's an Irene 4 again. Nope, that's a 0. Goose egg.
You see nothing, but you do hear, as you are looking around, skittering of tiny, multiple legs. I did that on the wrong thing. You hear the skittering of what sounds like million different creatures. It could be... No, that's definitely the sound of centipedes skittering across, or some kind of small, creature. It's at this point you see a man walk up toward you. Hear a small hello. I hope you don't mind. I helped myself back.
I point the crowbar at him.
Oh. Color me surprised to see that leaders of this little band of misfits secrets. I did not expect you would actually show up. Let alone that you would actually have the fortitude. He smiles and you see this row of jagged. The fortitude actually.
A crooked smile. It looks very similar to like near the end of the fight they had with the cops.
At this point, you hear Malcolm like, "Who the fuck are you, mate? Did you fucking drink this man?" And you see that this person just turns his head. There's like a sickening as he looks over towards Malcolm, and he says, "No, no, no, no. I have compulsion, shall we say, for those of a delinquent lifestyle. and I simply enjoyed ripping him. Now, here's my question, because you have been so nice to provide me with quite the of malcontent. How can I help you?
You can start by putting some honor on our name. We're not delinquents, misfits. We're the kings of fucking Harlem.
I beg your pardon. I was not referring to you. You're far too. And you can see he tilts his head and he sniffs the air. Honorable. No, no, no. I'm talking to him. And you see he points directly towards Malcolm, and Malcolm goes wide-eyed, and he said, "Me." You see he pulls from behind his back. He goes into his pants and he pulls out a 32 revolver, and he clicks it, and he says, "I don't know what the fuck you are, but me and Laz, we're getting out of here right now." And as he says that, he says, "Oh, but my good man, wouldn't you like a reward? You've given me so much, and look at the spread you brought me. And the terror in your eyes, I find it delectable. How would you like to be rich?" And you see that he pulls out from behind him this small bag, and he tosses it over towards Malcolm. Are you focused on Malcolm, or are you focused on this?
Oh, I'm entirely focused on this little guy. Moneybags.
You see that you hear the bag collide with Malcolm. Here, you can see he's like, you hear him say, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this?" "It's a reward. Leave him with me. I could use fresh talent. And you can go. I have no use for a man as tiny as you. I simply wish for new talent, shall we say. Wouldn't you agree, lad?"
I take like a half step back. We're also like readying myself forward as I like lean back and like look at Malcolm to see what he's about to do, see what he's trying to get a gaze of what he's actually thinking right now. If he's going to take this thing up on on the deal.
Give me a wits and empathy check.
Oh, I'm not empathetic. My stats suck. That's not true.
Just
My
not
stats
for
are
these
great.
particular things.
Damn it!
One thing you've always loved about Malcolm, and one thing you hate in this fucking moment, he's a hard man to fucking read. What I would like right now is for you to roll initiative.
Okay, let me roll that initiative. 10 plus 4. It's a 12.
All right, let's
I
see.
can roll an 8 in there. Checking out my buddy, my bested pal, my business partner. I can't tell the fuck's on his mind.
All
No
right.
thoughts, head empty.
Roll. Okay, so the way this is gonna work is it is going to go this creature, then you, then Malcolm. Sound good?
Okay.
Is at this point that you see this man rushes forward towards you, and you see that one of his arms suddenly morphs into this weird hidden not possible thing of this world, as this large sharp fang comes at you from his arm and goes to get you in the leg.
Gonna get me?
Yep, he's gonna get you. So same thing as with Shiro, you're going to roll a stamina. Oh wait, no, you've done it. You're gonna roll a defense.
So that's what again?
Your stamina roll, as well as just your stamina roll.
That's a 2.
Okay.
2 successes.
Five. So 5 successes. Okay. You see this thing, it charges forward, and in the blink of an eye, you didn't even expect it. It sweeps low and it flashes straight into your right leg, and you feel this hot, piercing pain as it pulls back and knocks you flat on your back. As you just see this large, chitinous blade straight through bone and marrow. And you just see it stands up and it just smiles widely, and it's, what should I have you as? Should I have you as a simple book reader for me? No, I think your talents are more defined than that. And he pulls back and it drags this this chitinous blade deeper into your leg, and you can feel it hook deep into your thigh bone. Is now your turn.
Its whole arm became this blade, right?
Yes.
I'm going to try to crack the crowbar into like a squishy part of this centipede-esque arm thing, I assume.
Sounds good. All right, you are going to roll a. Oh wait, no, you know your roll. You know your roll for this. You're a man who's handled a crowbar before.
I've crowed a bar in my life. That's a 3 minus 1. It's a 2.
Okay, so you go to slam your crowbar deep into where you think that there is this break, this possible like point of entry in this chitinous shell, and you hear the crack of the exterior, but all of a sudden it just breaks off, and you see that portion of this exoskeleton actually flakes off, but doesn't leave room for entryway. You are unable. You're just whacking away, trying to open up this bend, this potential point of entry. Nothing is working. Is at this point, Malcolm's turn comes up. It's at this point he looks to you, looks to this creature, and he looks at this bag of something that has thrown at him. And you see he just drops the gun.
Malcolm.
Laz, if you could see what was in this bag, you'd know. You'd understand. I could take care of everyone with this. And he holds it up, and you can barely see it, but he chucks it at you, and it lands on your chest. Your flashlight that's fallen to your side reflects this golden nugget. There's so much in here, Laz, and you see he slowly is just backing up. Laz, I don't know what. I'm sorry. And you see he turns and he books it.
Marcus!
And it's at this point, this creature looks up and just chuckles and
Fine. Deal with you and then I'll kick his ass.
Oh, I like your gusto, my friend. I love your gusto. However, and you see this other hand comes down and it grabs you by the throat. I have plans for you. I will make you beautiful. And he goes and he just goes to clock you in the face.
Oh no, he's using my move.
Alright. So roll your defense.
Sure thing, Capitan. That was a roll. I rolled 3 D100s in 1. Give me a second.
You win. You win. You win the game.
Those are higher than
Quite the
my
rolls.
8, so just saying.
3.
That's a 3
Ooh!
successes.
Alright! So you are still... it doesn't even matter if you re-roll that... Oh wait, no, the 10 did re-roll.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Gotta add
matter.
the exclamation point. Does it for me.
So he goes and he goes to clock you with his free arm. Your leg is still hooked into by this chitinous blade, and you roll to the left, and you just see dirt poof, just fly up from where he collides with the dirt, and you just hear, "Stay still. I don't want to make this rougher than I need to, young man." And it's now your go.
Having things be easy ruins the fun, doesn't it? And I'm gonna go grip the crowbar instead of aiming for the blade this time. I'm gonna try to like wide swing at his own head, if I can.
Yes, you
Or-
may.
Fucking bitch! Kick your ass. That's well, that would have been a 5, but it's a 4.
Okay. 3 and. Okay, so 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you crack him across the side of the face. You hear the sound of just air escape, and you watch as he pivots and turns his head towards you once more. The parts where the crowbar hit is literally just flesh scraped away and a black endoskeleton underneath, as these black beady eyes underneath one eye is completely ripped off, and a black eye of an insect is just glaring down at you. The other eye is still intact, but there's several portions where the flesh has been ripped away, where there are just black insectoid eyes just peering down at you. And it looks at you and it says, "I like that." It goes to just fully choke you out now. So it's going to be the same defense, same everything, but we are going to flavor it this way. So roll a defense. 1 success.
1 success.
Okay, so you feel this hand go straight around your throat, and you're, with your free hand that isn't holding the crowbar, you are just grabbing at the thumb, just trying to keep the other half of your airway open. And for now, you are succeeding, but this thing is incredibly strong and unbelievably tenacious. As you just see, it's just going, shh, 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 shh. It's all right. I will punish you later. Your go.
You're not gonna get a later, jackass. As I like go to like, I want to flavor it as a brawl, but I'm bad at brawling.
No, we can flavor it.
I want to like kick him while also swinging my arm. So basically, the kick would push him into it. In a way, if that makes sense. Like kicking the side of his body as he's like on top of me, pinning me down, to like collide with the crowbar.
Okay, I see. All right. Give me a roll. I could picture it. I see it in my brain's eye.
Well, it's a 0.
Okay, versus 2 success at minimum. He sees this coming a mile away, and you see that he smiles as he pulls his right arm harder, and your right leg gets pulled closer towards him, and a stinging, bloody sensation of pain just rockets through your leg, and your entire body shudders unconsciously. It's at this point you loosen your grip, and he's gonna try to once again just choke you out.
No. Never give up, never surrender.
Ooh, 2 versus 2. I get my 1 roll.
I don't know why I'm so nervous. Never give up, never surrender.
Never back down, never won. All right. Oh wait. You're also hooked. I forgot. You have a -2 on your die roll. That's okay. We'll start paying attention to that after this.
Right.
Fuck. All right. So you once again, you're holding on. You've come to just as he gets his hand around you again, but at this point you just bring your chin down, and he's grabbed you by the chin and the throat, but he can't get a full grip on your neck. Is now your go once again.
Laz would usually attempt to intimidate after hitting a guy twice, but I have a feeling this thing won't respond well to that. So instead of words, it's just going to come out as laughter, as I'm going to try to just break my leg free as best I can.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh man, how would I? Okay. Give me a resolve and strength roll.
Okay. That's a 5d10. That's a 0.
Okay. You begin to pull, and you can feel your life's blood just pouring out into the grave soil. And you go and you pull, and you can feel the bone itself is hooked on this blade. And you think maybe there's a potential I might be able to just rip straight through my bone. But in that moment, your child, Marcellus, flashes in your mind, and you think, if I don't come back home, what can I do? And there is a level of, I have to preserve myself in this moment and hope I can get away. So you do not try to rip yourself free. In the last moment, you're like, no, I can't do that. And once again, he's going to just, at this point, he lets go, and he just goes for one swift knockout strike. So it's going to be whatever your defense is, -2 to that roll.
So it's just 1d10 then.
Yes.
It's a 5.
All right, so 1, 2, 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Let me double check you. I believe that now brings you to -3d10.
I think so.
Yep. Yeah, you're now in minus 3d10. So you can feel blood is pumping through your body. You are in and out of consciousness, but you are like, I will not rest till I get that bitch Malcolm.
I ain't dying here today. I ain't going with you.
Oh my dear child. And you see he rests his left hand on the right side of your face and he says, "You're not dying, but you are coming with me." Is your go, Laz.
As he like rests his hand on the right side of my face, or whatever you said. I am bad with memories. I am going to just try to spear my crowbar into the opposite side of his face.
Okay, all right. Give me the roll. -3 now.
If I'm going, I'm not going easy. That's 1.
Versus 0. You go and you go to hit him in the face and try to spear through him. And you see his whole face reel back and you hear as the right side of his face now is completely devoid of skin from where you had earlier hit him. Also, I've just realized I'm really sorry to people who may have like a phobia of this. I didn't think about mentioning that before I started this.
Content warning.
Yeah, the whole left side of his face is still covered in this very macabre human face, whereas the right side is just completely now just kittenous, bug-like. There's a second set of mandibles that just flails open. I will make you regret that. And he goes to just one final just swipe across your face, just an open-handed slap. So -3. Ooh.
So it's -3. It's no dice.
Oh, so you still get 1 dice. You will always have at least 1 die.
No dice. Oh, 1 dice actually. It's 0.
Okay, so with 2 successes, he slaps your shit, Lazarus Ward, and you feel your consciousness slip away, and the last thing you remember is the sound of him standing over you in this light wind. The gentle, distant thunder feels in the distance as he grabs you, his arm gets out of your leg and transforms back, grabs your leg and drags you as you feel these sharp barbs of thorns eat away at the back of your flesh as you are pulled into this mysterious edge.
Bitch.
And that is the day that Lazarus Ward became a member of Changeling Society. And with that, we're now officially at the end. Irene, Lazarus, thank you both for coming and being a part of this.
Thank you for having us.
This was so fun.
This was so much fun.
I drew a tree in the roll 20.
I saw it look so good.
Wait, did you? Oh, I didn't even see
He
it.
did. My dice was blocking it the entire time, and the second that I turned down the dice, it showed up. I was like, "Aw, look at how cute that is."
I drew a little tree
Oh, it doesn't show it for me.
in
Oh,
the roll
no.
in the roll 20. Like zoom out.
I did,
Yeah, just
though.
zoom out.
Are you on
out.
the right? Are you on like the right map? Do you not see the Among Us?
No, I don't see anything.
Take a screenshot, shit, send it to him.
For real, I want to see that. So before we wrap up, before we are fully done, I do
Okay.
want to give my players, because we do plan on coming back. We do plan on coming back to this. I would like to give my players a little sneak peek into
Oh
their
no.
soon-to-be future if we ever get a third player.
Okay.
I think if they're still here, they know who I'm talking about. But
Wait.
Better be that Orphe guy. He's cool.
yeah, that Orphe guy, he's such a dream. So let me once more into the fold that we come to a man sitting at the end of a long hall. He has had numerous different hobbies throughout his life. One thing that he is being certain to grab numerous paraphernalia. I'm sorry, I just need my... There we go. The hall that he sits in is black marble, and cold, icy blue light pours from the top of the ceiling, which itself seems to into the dark void of the storm. Long red carpet dominates the long strip of walkway before you see several people, well dressed and holding a variety of weaponry, flanking both sides of the long hallway. Among his paraphernalia that adorns the sides of his hall, there is also a central security system in which there are cameras that are focused in on all manners of collection. In one display, there is a large, hulking portrait of a beautiful, dark-skinned man with dark eyes and hair. Man that this particular prince holds in great esteem. Stone tablets on the other side of the hall, as well as old dusty tomes, first editions, and of course on of his particularly favorite copy of Sun Tzu's Art of War. He sips from the blood red wine glass that's before him, and there's a small moment of relief as he partakes in a fine vintage, or once more scrolling over the manila folders in front of him. City change. He rubs his temples. The years never fully setting in for this particular holder, as the light amount dusting gray and auburn red hair marks that he is a man who is slightly old, but has never full. He looks down and sees CCTV footage of Lazarus Ward walking the streets of... I know this one. I have to admit, and he takes another sip from his bloody red chalice before setting it down. I did not expect that. There's... Closes the manila folder before sliding it to the side, and he opens one final manila folder and taps desk with a strong, steady rhythm of his finger. As he looks at this picture of a young woman visiting the graves of people he long ago knew but no longer remembers, being sound gated apparently.
Yeah, your mic has been peaking on and off the entire session.
It's only been when you're like yelling, so we can like tell when it's happening. So it's not that big. I don't think it's that big a deal.
It's like usually when you start getting really up there and either yelling or you choose to go with a higher pitched voice.
Dagnabbit. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Alright.
Go on.
Alright, so he looks at a young woman visiting the graves of people that he used to know but no longer fully remembers. And then shortly afterwards, he looks at a CCTV footage of her in a historical apartment building that he long ago promised he would keep as a reminder. Being chased down by a rogue vampire. One that he has already promised would meet the sun for failing in his... I find this very annoying. Stands. Once more going towards the familiar filing system and putting these folders specifically where he last had them. And turning to see the autumn leader of Courts of New... Double check. Name?
Mm-hmm.
Bitchy Mick get kidnapped?
Yes, Tristan Benson. Well, I am aware that you have been doing something quite scandalous in the background, Tristan. I really thought that it would have been the summer court that would trifle. Imagine my surprise that it was the autumn court. And this man gently walks around this changeling leader. He has not been described, and I will do so now. He has large bottle cap glasses. He is very, very short, around 4'3" in height, and a poof of white hair that just slicks back as he is sitting there bound and helpless. Just, I promise you that I had no idea that you would find out. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. Otherwise, I would not have crossed you, Prince. As the prince turns on his heel and looks down at this wizened changeling with a sense of dissatisfaction. And here I thought you were clever. What a shame. It seems that Edmund is the only changeling in New York with any sense of manners. Please take him away. And I trust that our message has been delivered. Because at this point, you see Baron, the blind young man, steps up and he says, Sir, if I may, we did, in fact, and I left a few of our associates with the Nosferatu to make sure that no one who shouldn't get there gets there. With that being said, I sincerely hope that you plan to send me there once more, because I think that there's more work that I could do. And you see that the prince holds his hand up And his emerald green eyes stare down at Baron and says, I did not authorize you to speak. Ghoul. Saw my mic didn't pick that up. If I want your opinion, I would ask for it. I'm sorry, sir. I did not mean to speak out of turn, and you are doing it again. However, I will allow you. I do want to know, and I have my sources. And you see that he looks down at his phone, and there's a picture of the three of you. Well, the former. The two of you. Yeah, the two of. Thank you. The two of you talking to Edmund and the other leaders of the courts. I have information that I think says that my message is getting delivered. Go and make sure that my guests arrive. As for me, I have an operation I must take care of. You see, he goes and he grabs a doctor's white lab coat, and he runs a hand through his hair before giving a small sigh. Once more, I must protect my city. And he, with a steady stride, he steps out from the secondary entrance of his sanctum and into the night of New York skyline. And that is where we're going to end it.
You
Very
really are.
nice.
You really are the most devious man in New York City.
I try my best, my good sir.
I can't do that. I can't replicate his twang, but it came across good enough, I think.
No.
This is
Oh, that's so good. That was so good. Same time next week.
I would love it, but we need to get a third player. I am very excited though. I am curious what you guys think of the prince.
I mean, I didn't get to see much of him,
Yo.
but he's only a prince. He's not even like a king. That's not even that good, honestly.
Fair enough.
He
Fair
sounds
enough.
like an interesting fellow, that's for sure.
I am excited. I cannot wait to unveil more of him as the story progresses.
I just really love. I really love that this story got. I'm gonna ignore the Newland stuff. Got 2 prologue stories, right? We got 1 episode into the actual story, and then for some reason it went on hiatus, and then immediately released 2 more prologues.
I know.
It did. I'm not gonna lie though. I like it. I dig it. More prologues. Any more backstory we can get in, I'm excited for. But until next time, guys, is there anything that you two want to share?
Remember that Orphe here is still raising money for the American Cancer Society, and you should donate.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I was gonna do that right afterwards.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stole your.
Do it.
I stole your thing.
No, I'm
Oh,
grateful
man.
to you.
I'm crying.
Yeah, we have 2 more days, and we have raised so much money. I could not be happier. Every day is a gift.
Aw.
What?
When I get to spend time with you.
No, stop. No. Oh. Where are we going?
To the Dash Ducks.
To the dash. Let's go.
Let's go.
We gotta show the ducks some love, guys.
We do. Always show the ducks love. All right, so here is we're gonna do our normal raid messages this go around. So here is our particular brand of messages. And let me get the dash ducks. Bam.
I gotta copy it.
All right.
Oh, look at how cute they are.
I know. I love the one that has like a little afro.
Raid Fias.
Raid Piers, let's go.
Yes. Oh man, that might be my new thing.
There you go.
All right.
Get a
So,
proper raid emote.
yeah. So until next time, guys, this has been Orpheus. And as always, be good, my muselings.
Wear your seatbelt.
Bye, everyone.